Niniejszy kurs został opracowany w ramach projektu TEFFIC, finansowanego z programu Erasmus+ i udostępniony do tłumaczenia i celów edukacyjnych w projekcie Nauczyciel 4.0, realizowanym przez Fundację Platforma Przemysłu Przyszłości oraz International Development Norway ze środków programu Edukacja i norweskich mechanizmów finansowych.
Welcome to the third element in the TEFFIC series of pedagogical elements supporting the training for Industry 4.0. In the last video, the rapid development model of the TEFFIC pedagogical framework was presented. The model begins with an industry analysis followed by an analysis of the capabilities of your own institution. Then it moves into a rapid development cycle centered around an authentic task. This cycle can be iterated frequently to keep in pace with the industry's learning needs. The TEFFIC pedagogical framework is meant to be a toolbox for educators within the Industry 4.0 domain. The elements in the toolbox support the phases in the rapid development model and is a foundation for the formation of multidisciplinary competences, real-world relevance and social skills. The core of the framework is the working tasks the students will solve through the learning process. The next video in our series is dedicated to the design of authentic learning tasks fitted into a model for designing learning processes. The venue for learning process is important, and the process must be designed to fit into the premises and equipment available. A separate video element is dedicated to the discussion about didactics in different venues. Learning in groups is deemed the most efficient method for establishing multidisciplinary competence as well as for training social skills. To succeed and reach the desired learning outcome in these areas and in the field of the subject matter, it is wise to compose the groups with students of different personalities and background. Our sixth video is dedicated to the formation of successful learning teams. As an educator, you have three main responsibilities: to structure the students' learning process, to give the students subject support, and finally, to provide the students with feedback throughout the learning process. If the feedback is well formulated, it will make the students reflect upon the subject and the progress of the learning process. Video number 7 is about reflection and feedback. Online learning is an educational channel in rapid growth, especially for upskilling and reskilling of employees in the industry with a need to prepare for future demands. The 8th video addressed the issue by describing different e-learning models by means of real-world examples. An opportunity arises when an educational institution enters the world of e-learning. The material produced for the net-based studies may also be used for students on campus. This is an important enabler for flipped classroom and make it possible to spend more time working on the learning tasks together in student teams. Our 9th video discussed blended ways of learning. In the flipped classroom educational model, the students acquire the subject matter through books, videos, e-learning and other means. The time spent on the school's premises is used to solve tasks. This method of working can be used both on campus and in virtual learning environments, but there are pitfalls. Our 10th video is about blended learning. Educational technology is expensive, both to procure and to run from day to day. Simulations may be a way to remedy this, a virtual environment where you can learn advanced technologies. Our 11th video discusses ways to make learnings in a simulated environment more efficient. Our 12th and last video gives a summary of the TEFFIC educational framework and the models behind. This concludes the presentation of the elements in the TEFFIC pedagogical framework. After you have finished this video, take some time to reflect upon and suggest answers to these questions. 1. In what way do you think you can implement the TEFFIC elements in designing learning for an Industry 4.0 subject? 2. Do you miss any elements in the framework? The next video in this series is about design of authentic learning tasks.